Hello, welcome back, Exanima, and I'm doing things a little bit differently this time. I'm recording the audio after the event, just to try and make sure that I don't have some of the same problems that I've encountered. Now, unfortunately, I forget to mute my microphone whilst I'm playing the game, so yeah, you can hear a bit of that, me breathing, but I remember after this first fight, so it's not forever, and well, yeah, lesson learned. But then I do want to get this video out because it shows me doing the last stages of the expert arena, and all with the sword and shield, and I'm quite proud of that. I've now beaten every enemy with the sword and shield in both arenas. So this is footage of me doing that, and also I thought I'd take a bit of time to discuss the fact that there's a new patch out. Now, I actually thought that I had the new patch installed when I was playing this arena, and there's just been a new post on the forums just to say that it hadn't quite worked properly when they uploaded it the first time, and that I'll have to re-download it basically because I don't get it's missing some files or something or other has happened to make that first download not put everything in. I mean, I noticed a difference in this play and this run through, and some of the things that they've put in are really cool. I think especially how stable your character now feels. Your character feels really steady on the feet, and I really like that feeling that gives. And yeah, it seems like you're less likely to trip yourself over and fall over, and your character, I don't think I show it in this, but your character springs back up when they're knocked down so much better now. It's less of a painstaking sort of return to your feet, and it actually sort of fits with the combat and feels really nice. So I mean, they're just the bits that I got from an apparently incomplete patch, so now I'm really looking forward to going back and playing again, seeing if my success is based on the fact that things that the patch addresses and makes enemies tougher for me to kill again. I'm not sure. However, this footage here is the very first time I've beaten Expert Arena, and I hadn't been beyond the guy who I've just killed, so I'd never faced this opponent. I didn't know this opponent existed, and certainly never killed this opponent. And yeah, I mean, I have my techniques. I take a couple of hits, but overall I feel like I fought it pretty well. And although it took quite a bit of effort and time, what with how heavily armored these enemies are, I'd say that definitely the sword and shield technique was viable, and you can most certainly kill them with sword and shield. In fact, you'll see on the last enemy how invaluable my shield was to me a couple of times. That last enemy there was really cool, like such cool armor, cool look about them, really menacing in trying to attack them. And I think all these last three actually are they're really pretty intimidating with how well armored they are and the weapons they've got. And yep, down he goes. So a lot of my attacks are quite tentative, but I try to make them as forceful as possible when I saw the openings, and it seemed to pay off for me. And I certainly didn't let myself be sort of dominated by the opponents and let them get any kind of advantage on me. I wanted to make sure I was getting attacks in and landing some attacks, so we certainly did that. And yeah, well, this is like one of those interesting situations where the recording of the footage, I was sort of fully behind the thought and thinking that this is the patched version of the game, but Obviously that bit of time in between where I'm going back through and editing. I've got more knowledge that the patch wasn't fully implemented at this point, so. And here he is. What a big beast of a guy. And you can possibly see that I'm slightly intimidated at first, but actually managed to land some good blows early on as well. I spotted a little opening on his side, and I just took advantage of the fact that I could get some shots away. And yeah, this is you see part of my tactic. Pushing into his space is stopping him from getting me at the range he's obviously trying to get me at, and I interrupt quite a few of his attacks by doing that, just darting into his personal space. And more awesome music as well. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, very long drawn out fight. You can hear the clang of metal as my sword is desperately trying to get into his armor. And the other thing I should point out is, like, I totally appreciate that, like, changing for a different damage style and a different weapon probably is a more optimal way to do it. I'm sure that whoever someone said, oh, you should have taken that mate, and yeah, you're probably right. The different damage style, I'm sure, on that mace would probably make these fights a bit easier. But you can hopefully see how happy I am from the mouse circles I'm doing. I've completed the expert arena finally, and feel good about it. Feel really good about it. So I hope that's been fun to watch, and I'll see you next time.